Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Alright, so today's just going to be a quick one. Recently I just ordered something and it just came in and I just wanted to jump on camera and unbox it with you. Recently, Moment released their ND filters and I just ordered some. The shipping on it was super fast. I ordered it on Thursday, I believe, for the Father's Day sale, and it came on the Tuesday. I had planned on purchasing the Polar Pro version, but I thought I would give this a try. I think it, I know that it was much cheaper in price, and so we'll give it a go. So here they are. I got the 2-stop and the 5-stop, and the packaging is pretty minimal. I like that. This is the case that it comes in. Really well built, actually. Super cool. It's a nice little addition to have if you're just keeping these and you're not carrying them. I probably won't use them that often. Like I said, I'll probably just keep them in my filter case, but they're here if you have them. And it's just a little foam insert. Just press it in and it'll stay. So, okay. And here they are. Cool. So this is obviously the 6-9, and it's marked with the markings on the back. So this one is the N64 to N512. So a super dark filter. Man, you can't even see any light pass through on this right now. But yeah, so I bought the 67 because most of my lenses will be having that filter thread, and I didn't want to use too many step-up rings. I know that a lot of people might say go with the biggest that you can possibly get. My old one was a 72. I had originally planned on getting the 82 so that it would fit every lens possible. But moving forward, the lenses that I'm going to be purchasing, I don't think that I'm going to have a filter thread that large. So I may buy an 82 in the future, a 2-5 just in case. But I think for the majority of my lenses, it will be the 67. You can't see from this angle, but it has this really neat coating that is red reflective. So I think that looks pretty dope. But here it is right here. And you can see it there. And it is hard stops, which I love. And I'll explain that to you in 1 second here. So there's the ND4, which is the 2. And then there's the 5, and it just stops. So there's no cross polarization. Now, the advantage of having that is you will never be able to have that cross X pattern because it just hard stops on both of them. But the disadvantage is you need to be carrying around both of them at all times. And these are so minimal, they're so thin that it won't really matter. But I think for some people, if space is an issue, then they may want to just go with a more traditional one that doesn't have the hard stops. For reference, this is the old one that I was using. I'm out of my Mindshift case. The old one that I was using was the Tiffin Variable ND. And like I said, I had talked about this in my camera bag video. So if you want to see a bit more about that, then I will link it above. But this one is the 72, like I had said when I bought it originally. It doesn't have hard stops. It just has the traditional sort of like max and min. But what you'll see is that when it is on, if I can even find the marking, that's the one thing that I hated about this, was it was hard to find where the min was. So now it's on the min, right on here. And as I spin it, you'll see it gets darker, and everyone knows about that, if you know about ND filters. But the thing is, it doesn't stop at the max, and you can just keep rotating it, and it just keeps going. So sometimes on a shoot, I will have it set, and then I will bump it, and then it'll just spin, and then it'll give me that weird X pattern, which I don't think you can see on camera, but the footage, you can definitely see it. So I definitely don't love that. So I'm assuming 2 to 5 is right about here, and then 6 to 9 is here. It's kind of hard to even judge where you are. Whereas obviously with the Moment versions, it's super easy to see, and it's 2 here, 5 here, and it stops. What's interesting about these and what I love is once they're installed on the lens, from the back view, you can actually see it perfectly. Whereas with the Tiffin one, you kind of have to look from above, so you can't see it quite as well. And I really like that. So let's put these on. All right, so this is my 85 from Sony, the FE 1.8, and it is a 67 filter thread. So let's just get one of these on to see what that's gonna look like. I do love that I won't need any step-up rings because that can be annoying. I've lost them before. I have forgotten them. So let's see if I can get this on here. All right. So now it's on right there. You can quickly see the markings. So which is just slight turn. It's interesting because it raises up a little bit, so you can just, while you're filming, I guess you can just quickly spin it with your finger quick, and it's a little bit easier to grab. They're super minimal and super thin actually. I really like to look at them. And apparently you can just use your old lens cap. So let's see if that'll work here. Interesting. So they go into your bag just like that, and there you go. They're nice and protected. I'm hoping, I'm sure it's raised up enough that this part isn't touching the glass, just like it wouldn't touch the glass on the lens. And there you go. You don't need an extra cover. So if you're changing lens quickly, you can leave the filters on and you are good to go. So there it is. Looks pretty good. All right, so just taking a quick look at the Moment ND filters versus my old guy, the Tiffin. And I've had no issues with the Tiffin. I've actually quite liked using it, other than the ability to just keep turning it and the X pattern that I had mentioned before. But here's them sort of side by side. This one is 72, so the diameter is a little bit different. But if you look from the side view, the Tiffin looks a little more bulky and a little bit bigger, whereas the Moment is a little more minimal, and I think I prefer that, but I think it depends on the person. And as far as weight goes, it's negligible, so it doesn't really matter there. They've held up quite well. The one issue that have had with this one is the piece of glass slipped out, but I was able to fix that. So I'm still gonna use this maybe as a backup, not quite sure, but super stoked to have these. This has that nice coating on it. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can turn that. It has that nice reflective red coating on it. That's pretty cool. Whereas this one here, it doesn't really have that. It's just like a typical sheen. I think it's really neat that they moved into more larger cameras rather than just phone cameras. I've always loved the company and everything that they've done. This is not a sponsored ad. I purchased these with my own money, but it's really cool that they're moving into other types of filmmaking gear and giving us some really good built quality products at a really great price. I will have to test these out. I will do a comparison using these two versus my old Tiffin, and I will make a video about that. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit a like if you want to see the comparison video. Subscribe, that really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate everyone watching all the videos. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.